Why Alzheimer's disease? Do you know someone currently living with Alzheimer's? Have you ever known someone with Alzheimer's? Statistics say in 10 years, half of us will know someone with this disease. 5.2 million Americans currently have Alzheimer's. It is the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. In 20 years, the number of Americans living with Alzheimer's disease is expected to double to 11.1 million. In 2014, 15.5 million family and friends provided 17.7 billion hours of unpaid care to people with Alzheimer's disease. But Alzheimer's is not only in the United States, it's becoming a worldwide epidemic with 36 million people living with this disease. Estimated cost of $150 billion. That is why Rotary cares. The impact of Alzheimer's disease is worldwide. So what is VTT? Vocational Training Team, formerly known as Group Study Exchange or GSE. The project is funded through a global grant from Rotary International. Global grants must be $30,000 or more. Rotary International changed GSE to VTT in order to leave a more sustainable project which highlights a vocation and is less social like the GSE. So how was the team chosen? 32 applicants competed for 12 slots on the team. Initially, 4 nurses, 4 physicians, and 4 physical therapists were chosen from 3 major areas in Rotary District 4510 in Brazil. After discussions with the VTT committee here in District 7710, District 4510 decided that 2 politicians needed to be added to the team in order to ensure sustainability of future projects in Brazil. A Rotarian team leader, Juliana Gonzalez, was chosen first in order to help with selection of other team members. What did the team do while they were in the Triangle? Day 0. Arrival from Sao Paulo to RDU International. A welcoming committee with mini Brazil flags and a banner saying Bem-vindo were anxiously awaiting our 15 new friends from Brazil. The welcoming committee of District Governor Matthew Kane, District VTT Chair Lynn Carpenter, committee members Bob McCanny, Steve Nelson, and other Week 1 host families. Day 1. Training for the team begins at Alzheimer's NC, the cooperating agency responsible for 90% of the team's scheduled activities. Dr. Alan Roses from Duke University was the opening speaker regarding current research updates in Alzheimer's disease. Following Dr. Roses' informative speech, the team visited Raleigh Rotary Club at the Capitol Club and took in amazing views of the city. Day 2 again started at Alzheimer's NC. Michael Watson discussing regarding politics and healthcare, a tour of Woodland Terrace, an assisted living facility, and Sarah Care, an adult daycare, filled the afternoon, after a lunch visit with the Cary Rotary Club. Day 3, an early start with a bus ride to Duke University and a visit to the Joseph and Kathleen Bryan Center with Dr. Kathleen Welsh-Bomer and the Brain Bank, where they keep samples of brain tissues at -80 degrees. Team members were able to look through microscopes and see the difference between healthy brain tissue, Alzheimer's disease, Lewy body disease, Parkinson's, and brains with tumors. A tour of campus with, of course, a visit to the gift shop. The afternoon was spent at the streets of South Point for more shopping. Brazilians love to shop. Wednesday evening was the highlight as the district welcomed the team. All Rotarians from the district were invited to a welcome dinner at NC State University Club. Were you there? Deborah Morgan was. She cut the cake with team leader Juliana Gonzalez. Day 4. A trip to Wilmington and UNCW to meet Dr. Len Leachy, another team favorite day. Dr. Leachy discussed memory assessments and the importance of early detection of cognitive impairment, followed by a quick visit to an adult daycare, Elder House. Then, after multiple pleas from the team to visit the beach, bus driver and Rotarian Zach Bolton was convinced to make a short visit to Wrightsville Beach. Knowing the Brazilians would stay all day, which the schedule did not permit, they were given 5 minutes to get out of the bus and visit the beach. 15 minutes later, we were back on the road to Raleigh and Dorton Arena for Candlelight Reflections, a moving ceremony sponsored by Alzheimer's NC to honor those living with Alzheimer's disease and those we have lost to the disease. The Brazilians made the news. Did you see us on Channel 11? Day 5. started with a visit to the North Carolina House of Representatives for a tour and discussion with Representative Avila, who's the person in charge of healthcare spending for North Carolina. A quick visit across the street to North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences and the dinosaurs. Lunch with East Chapel Hill Rotary Club, followed by a visit to Duke Raleigh Hospital to meet with their chief medical official, director of case management, and associate director of nursing. Day 6 was not a Saturday off, but instead a multi-Rotary Club Alzheimer's project at Abbotswood Assisted Living. Ice cream social, music, and dancing, Brazilian style. Day 7, spent with host families and switching to week 2 hosts. Day 8, the FTD conference at NC State McKimmon Center. The team, along with area caregivers, attended the day-long conference on frontal temporal degenerative disease. The evening was spent at another team favorite, Memory Cafe, at Good Shepherd Lutheran Church in Raleigh. While guests ate their dinner, the team met with the project manager and entertainer for the evening, Dick Hensley. The evening proved to be very rewarding and fun for all. Day 9 was spent at Alzheimer's NC. The team received support group facilitator training from Melanie Bunn and had a traditional Brazilian lunch, a baru, and then more training from Melanie Bunn on family caregiving and Alzheimer's disease patient. Before the bus ride to Chapel Hill, the team again convinced us to stop at the dollar store for more shopping. The evening was spent at Chapel Hill Rotary Club, where the team was treated to shag lessons and spent time with past Rotary International Director Ken Morgan. Day 10, another team favorite, started with the visit to UNC Chapel Hill and Dr. Daniel Coffer. Again, the importance of early detection with memory assessments was the major topic. The team was treated to a tour of the UNC Biomedical Brain Imaging Center. This was the first official tour of the center given to anyone, including Dr. Coffer. We all were able to see an MRI 7, which has the ability to take 7 MRI images at once. Lunch followed at Southern Seasons Weather Vane, hosted by Chapel Hill Carborough Rotary Club. Of course, more shopping ensued after lunch, and then on to Orange County Senior Center for a tour and discussion on how to start a senior center in Brazil. Day 11, the team traveled to Durham to partake in Duke School of Nursing program, How to Teach Connect with a Positive Physical Approach. Lunch was provided by Zebulon Rotary Club, who invited the town mayor pro tem, who in turn made each team member an honorary citizen of Zebulon. The afternoon was spent planning sustainable projects for the return to Brazil. The evening was a district social gathering for soccer on ice, or an introduction to ice hockey to our new friends from Brazil. The Brazilians were also introduced to tailgating, and they introduced us to chuta, aqui, and a Brazilian cheer. Day 12 started with a lively class of laughter yoga at Alzheimer's NC. The afternoon was spent as a panel discussion from area leaders regarding implementation and sustainability upon return to Brazil. How can Rotary help? The evening was spent with a farewell dinner at Magnolia Glen with great food, fellowship, photo sharing, gift giving, tear shedding, and so longs until we meet again. Day 13, farewells and plenty of hugs at RDU until we meet again in São Paulo in June for Rotary International Convention. Now what, you ask? The team is gone. What did they learn, accomplish, and what do they plan to do? Their first meeting as a team already took place December 6, 2014, where I attended via Skype. The first caregiver training was already held December 13th. Laughter yoga class for 30 nursing students was already held, and a second team meeting took place in February. There are plans for Memory Cafe to start with help from Brazilian Lion Clubs and a renovation of a senior center that's currently only a building with a name and no activities. With help from Rotary International, Alzheimer's North Carolina, and the Great Rotarians from District 7710, Brazil is trying to catch up to the United States.